Alright guys, welcome to this video. I'm ranking every helicopter in War Tycoon. So we're going to start off with probably the worst helicopter in the game. It's one of the ones you get at the start without a quest. And I can't even say it, it's the Huey or something like that. UH-1D, however you want to say it. Yeah, that. So then, this thing is pretty terrible. So it's got two side guns at the side, and then it's got these 14 rockets. And the rockets are pretty useless, to be fair. I'm going to test it on this base here. I mean, they do a decent amount of shield, I suppose you could say that. But if anything comes towards me now, even a C-ram, like this, okay, if it wasn't destroyed, that C-ram, it'd destroy me unless I flew away. It's got 600 HP, which, to be fair, isn't that bad compared to other helicopters, and it goes 210 miles per hour at the highest. So, what we're going to do is get out of this and get into something a little bit better, which, actually, it feels a bit weird saying it's better, because it's actually technically worse. The training heli, it's the very first one you get, that's the third one you get, but the very first heli you get, I'm saying is better than that, because the rockets are useless anyway, unless you're destroying a shield. This thing has literally nothing on it, except for, well, an oil crate holder, which it was actually the first vehicle in the game to get this. So, okay, that looked pretty funny to be fair. But let's face it, that A10 is going to destroy me trying to do this, but I'll just show you anyway. So it can pick up crates or oil barrels, whichever one you want. Okay, that could be fatal. Right, there we go. I feel like that's just going to get destroyed. No, it's fine. So you'd go over here. Okay. So you go and collect your oil barrel. It's not usually here, by the way. That's just where someone died. And then you just hold F. Hold F and it's in there. And then this is a lot better than carrying it back like we used to in the old days. But yeah, this just makes it better than that, because at least it has a function. The only thing is, if you get attacked by basically anything, you're a bit screwed. It goes 200 miles an hour, and it's got 600 HP, so it's similar to the Huey. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments of how I say that. But yeah, it's like the one thing that makes it unique, really. Only one other helicopter that has this, which I'll come to soon. But yeah, quite good. I'm just going to let the oil sort of sit there, because I don't really need to claim it. I've nearly got 1 billion, actually. I'll make a video on that. Right, now we've got the Black Hawk in 7th place. So this could be quite controversial, really, because the Black Hawk is just a nice helicopter to use. And the gunner, I don't use it much, but it's not really that bad. It's okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, it can carry quite a few people, so it's alright in a raid, but in recent update there's been a better helicopter added. And I'll go to that in a minute, like I said. Yeah, it doesn't have an oil crate holder, so to be fair, it's not really that useful. I actually considered putting it lower than the training heli, but I didn't think that was fair, because this has flares. So yeah, if anything attacks me, like for example, like a Littlebird can't with lock-ons, but I can flare and that's about it. And if there's people in the heli, you can fire their machine guns. It has 650 HP, so it's a bit more than the other two, but also a bit slower at 170 miles an hour. Yeah, I think we should just move on to the next one. Alright, next up, number 6, the Super Stallion. Now this thing is insane. If it had with driver-controlled weapons, then this thing would actually just be insane. You see it's got 6 seats, 2 gunners, pilot, passenger. There's 10 seats in total. Pretty sure that's the same as a Black Hawk, but you know. These gunners, also the same. Wait, see, what is it that makes this thing unique? Right, we're just going to test it with that oil barrel, which I got. It is actually coming useful. This beauty has 4 crate holders. 4 whole crate holders right here. So you could take every oil barrel on the map, and it would actually be pretty useful in a raid as well. By raid, I mean actually taking stuff from people's bases, not just spawn camping. Yeah, it's got the machine guns at the side, got the flares. But another thing which makes this really OP is that it's got 1,700 health. That is the same as an Abrams X tank, which is the pay-to-win one. But the main turret doesn't instantly kill this. It takes off like a decent chunk of the health, but it doesn't finish it, so it is really useful for transporting stuff. Only downside, really, is that you have to exit this way. You can't just sort of jump out of it. And the next one's a bit weird. This is so high up, but the Littlebird. So this is literally the first helicopter you unlock, except that training one. And you know what? There's a nice helicopter that he wants to go for my oil barrel, does he? I can actually hit the player then. Quickly just ignore that they ain't in a single shot. There we go. We got him. Right, so the reason I think that the Littlebird is so high up on the list, well, it's got this nice machine gun, which is the only driver-controlled one we've seen so far. And it has the 14 rockets that the Huey, or however you say it, has. So it's basically just a better Huey. Or, I keep saying it wrong, I know I do. I know everyone's going to point me out on it. Well, I didn't actually realise it, but these rockets are pretty good at destroying bridges, you know. They are actually really good. But it's only got 450 HP, I mean, what do you expect? It's tiny. And it goes 210 miles an hour. I'm a tank main, so I'm in a tank like 90% of the time. And this thing is impossible to shoot. Well, it is possible, but it's very, very difficult to shoot. Like I just said, I usually just go around shooting helicopters out of the sky with a tank. But I've been in Abrams X, right? 1700 health. And it took me like half of my health had gone by the time I managed to kill this thing. So it is actually insane. Never mind. Alright. Next one on the list, number 4, the Alligator. So this thing, apparently it should have ejection. I've read in suggestions. So it'll be interesting when it does. But this thing is actually quite good because it's got these 2 machine guns. Alright, so I just swore at the F-14 guy, so I should be fine now. The Alligator, so it's got this nice machine gun here, and it also has a co-pilot controlled one, and a nice lovely 24 rockets, which is still, this guy's got no life, and that guy's getting raided after this. Trying to do it quickly before I get attacked again. So it's got a machine gun and 24 rockets, which can probably pretty quickly take out one of these. So, yeah, as you see, half the shield is gone now. And the machine gun's pretty durable as well, so if you've got terrible aim like me, and you're against a helicopter, you can probably do pretty decent to it. So this has 550 HP, so more than a Littlebird, but less than, for God's sake! I swear to God, I'm going to get a Panzer in a minute. This guy! Fucking hell. 550 HP. Slightly less than like a Black Hawk and stuff. So it's kind of like a mix between a ground attack and an air attack. Now you can fight off the other things, maybe not planes, but you can fight off helicopters with a machine gun, use the rockets on shields, even use a machine gun on shields. Yeah, it's a really, really nice little helicopter we've got here. And it'll be really cool once it has ejection as well. But the other reason it makes it to 4th and not any higher is because the next 3 on the list. So now we've got the Apache in 3rd place. It used to be the best, but, you know, updates. So what this has is 8 lock-on missiles, which you haven't seen yet. I swear to God. Right, he ran off. So Apaches have 8 lock-ons, which is really, really overpowered. That can pretty much instantly kill a helicopter if you know how to use them. And it's got a co-pilot machine gun. There's an explosive cannon, so it's pretty good, but you need friends for that. And it's also got these lovely 38 rockets, which do really, really well against shields. I feel so bad for Bravo in this case. Right, anyway, this only has 450 HP, a bit like the Littlebird, which is weird because this is a lot bigger. Look at that, he's nearly dead to an Apache. Anyway, 2nd place, we've got the Euro. Now this does have a machine gun. And it's a pretty good one too. Pretty sure it's the same as what's in a Littlebird. It's also got 8 lock-ons as well. It's really OP. We could probably kill an F-14 in this. But yeah, the Euro is the best dogfighter. It's even better than the Hind, which is number 1. Yeah, this is insane at dogfighting. Euro, it goes 200 miles an hour, and it's got 550 HP, so it's got a bit more speed, a bit more health than the Apache. It just doesn't have rockets, which is the only bad thing. And now he's attacking my shield. Look at this guy. Alright, then number 1 is the Hind. You see, I have bought this, and before he called me sad for being a pay-to-win, I actually got it on a sale where it was on the 800 Robux, which I do recommend doing. There we go, we killed him whilst he's trying to do something important. Yeah, it's only got 4 lock-ons, so it isn't really as good as the others for air-to-air combat, but it does have this really nice... See, I can even destroy bridges with it, and give this guy... Hell, he's probably going to get really mad now. But yeah, it's got... How many rockets was it? 24 rockets, so same as an Alligator. It's got this explosive machine gun. Like an Alligator, but more OP, we'll put it that way. It's got 850 HP, which is 300 more than a Euro and Alligator, and 400 more than an Apache. Yeah, and as you see, killing players is really good. Usually better with a machine gun, but you know, yeah, it's just necessary for raiding a base. So that is it for this video, and the next video will probably be me trying to get the T90, which, if you don't know, is the new tank that's going to get added next week. Here's a picture of it now. And I might even stream me doing the quest if it's nothing too bad. So yeah, we'll have then right after that we'll have ranking all the tanks in the game. Oh, that went well, didn't it? 4th time lucky, okay? Oh, everybody's here. So you see, the last update we had was the F4 Phantom, which is a plane. The update before that was the Super Stallion, which we've just covered today. And the next update, next weekend, is the T90 tank. So I'm guessing that the next update is going to be a ship update. So when there's like 3 more ships in the game, I'll do a ranking video on them. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you haven't already seen it, go and watch my plane ranking video.